Alexis, also known as the grandfather of R.L. Turner High School in Carrollton, Texas. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and today I'm going to make you the nice pair of glasses. If you were in high school, this is like getting Mercedes on your 16th birthday. You are getting the Versace 2150Q, color 1002 in the 62 eye size. That is the black and gold. Of course, you got the gift box. Let me flip everything over. You got your junk mail in many languages, your international warranty, more descriptions, certificate of authenticity, the COA as it's called, all the above, your Italian leather Versace case. And of course, on the inside, you've got the Versace cleaning cloth, but the star of the show, the main attraction, the 2150Q, color 1002, which is the black and gold. It comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together while it's being shipped from Italy. Of course, I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. But this is nice. It's got the Medusa on the leather in the middle. It's got the full-blown, whatever that is. I'm at a loss for words. This is so beautiful. Classic black and gold. Classic. So first thing I'm going to do, we're going to cut your prescription lenses with anti-glare, but I know from experience this frame is very thin to try and trace, so what I'm going to do is trace this as if this were a semi-rimless. I'm going to put a couple dots on here and grab my pen. This graph has lines. I'm just going to make sure they're on the same line. Let me just study that, make sure everything is equal. Let me do this one a little better. Let me do this one a little more better. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. I'm gonna sneak that joke in early. So I'm going to take my Phillips head screwdriver. Anyone out there who has these lenses, that's what you need, is a little tiny Phillips head screwdriver. And you want to hold it over something, do a little bit of the lefty-loosey. You don't have to do much to get the lens out. Tighten that up. In fact, let's go ahead and take the other lens out while we're here, because we're going to be changing out both lenses. One of them has the little Versace tag on the lens. The right lens, when you hold it up to the light, has the little serial number on there. It better be the right lens. I can't see, or is it the left lens? It's one of the lenses. It doesn't matter. Let me just keep working. You're here for prescription, because these original lenses don't do anything for you. Put that back in there. So I'm going to take one of these lenses. I'm going to put that frame right there. Of course, again, this is the Versace 2150Q, color 1002 in the 62 eye size. And all Versaces are made in Italy. So, what do I do with that lens? I took one of them out. That's not the one I need. Oop, 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 oop. Come on now. Come on now. That's got the dots on there. So I'm going to use this tool. I think it's still alive. It is still alive. Pull that sticker off and I put those two dots on there. I'm going to look up to the light here so I can make sure those two black dots line up with the line on this. Hang on, we getting there. We getting there. See how I'm doing this? See, kids, see how I'm doing this? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I love the name Grindfather, by the way. I came in early, around 7 o'clock. It's now 7:24 to get my hustle and grind on. I tried to get these out yesterday. I did not, so I came in early. I owe it to the Grindfather, and I like that name so much, I might be stealing it. Now, you are also Secret Agent 604, because years from now, if you ever need more prescription lenses or you want to turn these into shades or polarized sunglasses, anything like that, I'll pull your record. This will be saved into the computer. I can cut lenses for your frame without you mailing me the frame. Scan that into the... So the Grindfather is also Secret Agent 604. So I'm going to take this. That is the right lens facing the right way. Put that in there. I'm going to just trace the right lens only. A little stylus is going to pop. It's going to ask me for the bridge size. The computer starts at 18. We're going to go to 14. And a little stylus is going to go up and trace the outside perimeter of the right lens. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy genuine, authentic Versace frame, and you'll receive 1 free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number. So if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. Alexis upgraded to the anti-glare coating. No charge for the lenses, just for the anti-glare coating. So that is the shape of the lens we'll be cutting, that green outline. I'm going to magnify it again while I'm working on it. Your pupillary distance is 70, which is 35 in each eye. We're going to start at, the computer starts at 32.5. I'm going to tap this plus button until we get up to 35. I also want to raise up the optical center on this lens because you look through the top third of the lens, so I'm going to raise that up. I'm going to come down here and get your lenses prepped. Let's see here. Your prescription is plano -1 at 180. Turn the fine tune knob to 180, which is going to be represented by the number 0 today, because a straight line is 0 to 180. Take that out of the protective packet. Put the power drum, it's already on plano. Rotate the lens until the spherical component comes in clearly. Find the optical center of the lens, and I'm going to put a dot, 3 dots on the lenses. We're going to label that one right. We're going to do the same thing for the unright lens. Let me darken this one for you too. That one didn't turn out as well as I would like. And do the same thing, +1/4 -150, +1/4 -150 at 0.05. I only have to turn it 5 degrees to get to 5. Take the lens out of the protective packet. Put the power drum on +1/4. Rotate the lens until the spherical component comes in clearly. Find the optical center of the lens, and let's put the 3 dots on there. That is good, and this is the left lens. So let's see here. Don't worry, I won't say that bad joke twice. So the reason why I put those dots on there, it tells me that's oriented in there just perfectly. The blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye in this orange crosshair is just above that and inset. Place that on the platform. I need 2. This is a block, or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens, so I need a double-sided adhesive sticker, which I've got them in there along with all my blue stickers. And put that onto the first block. The black side is the sticky side. We're going to stick that onto the second block. On the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice today. The first time it's going to attach itself to a magnet there in the arm. I'm going to pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up that magnet. Get these lined up in here just right. Actually, I want to check something here. I think I got a little bit more room on this side. Hang on, I'm going to check something here. Check something. Usual check and balance system. See which way I got the most lens. I got it right there. So I'm going to hit that button. The arm's going to come down and place a block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing for the unright lens. Same pupillary distance gets copied over, same optical center height. And check some things here. Hang on. We are good to go. I'm going to check something here. Double checking everything. This is a large frame. I'm seeing which way the lens fits in there better. And actually, I think I got these dots off. Hang on. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. But it's okay. We're still on 5. Still on +1/4 sphere. There we go. Let's get that centered a little bit better. There we go. Those 3 dots are in there, so get everything lined up a little better this time. Now I know you're gonna fit. There we go. There we go. Why are you being stubborn? Why are you doing that to me this early in the morning? But you know, this is the hustle and grind hour, so oh, I gotta put this on there. Gots to put it on there. Locked and loaded. And that's what happens with these larger lenses. Make sure everything's lined up perfectly. Yeah, we're good to go. Hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place a block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter. Then you can get up early in the morning and cut your own lenses. You won't need this guy anymore to do it for you. The actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind the lens down. That's right, it's going to grind like the grindfather. Grind the lens down until it's the final size. This wheel in the center is going to put the little valley, the channel, the bevel onto the lens. My tongue ain't working right this morning. The bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to wake up the computer. That is the shape we'll be cutting. These are polycarbonate lenses. They are plastic, high index plastic or Trivex. I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen anyway. And I'm only going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. Let's take the right lens, press that on there firmly, and hit start. The door closes. The dirty door, you know, it could have cleaned up a little bit. I knew I was having company coming over. But the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by the two white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame, which I just went over down here. But that's the shape it'll be cutting, and then it's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you won't have hardly any in this frame with your prescription. Now generally, as a rule of thumb, the larger the frame, the more edge thickness, but especially with such a thin metal frame as this, but you're not going to have any. Don't you worry about that. Now if you see light flickering in the background, that is water to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry where plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex cut wet. Now water will spray onto the lens for the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle just to wash away any optical debris that you may see beginning to form as this cuts. Now, as I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses, the same material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones. And it also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin from exposure, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes. Unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. There at R.L. Turner High School in Carrollton, Texas, this is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. If you notice, your lens is completely flat around the edges, just like a nickel. If I were to take it out now, it would stand up on the counter on its own. It's just about to drop down onto the bevel wheel to get the V-shaped bevel so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. Now, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. When you buy lenses from me, that's what you get unless you specify elsewhere. Other places, when you buy a frame, they charge you, but not here. That's no bueno. You also have an aspheric lens, which means that it has a flatter curvature to fit in today's flatter curvature frames to give you a better cosmetic look. It won't give you that ugly cosmetic fishbowl appearance. When you want to upgrade to that, people charge you for that. That's double no bueno. Now, you did upgrade to the anti-glare coating. Anti-glare is 3 features in one. It eliminates glare when driving at night, especially driving at night in the rain, from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights, and such. The second feature is a reflection-free lens, so when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses. They see just your eyes, so it makes a much better eye for eye contact. Plus, if someone takes a picture with a flash, or if you take a selfie, you won't see the reflection in the lens. Speaking of which, grindfather, I send out a selfie request with every package. I would love to have your selfie on my website rocking these awesome frames. So, the third feature, the practical side, is it comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating. The machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens. I'm going to open this door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. It just takes me a couple hours of staring at it, but I can do it. But because it takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto the lens, because of the time and the expense, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating onto the lens to protect your time and investment. So, in order to mount these lenses, again, I need a little Phillips head screwdriver. Do a little bit of lefty-loosey. Now, I don't take the screw all the way out of the frame. If anyone wants to try this at home with a metal frame, get a baking pan with a cloth, you know, a t-shirt or something, so if the screw falls out and hits the baking pan, it doesn't bounce onto the floor. This will absorb the blow of it and it'll stay in the baking pan. But again, I don't take it out all the way. I loosen it just enough that, again, I can slip in these unbreakable lenses. You're not going to hurt the frame. You're not going to hurt the lens by doing that. It is in there. I'm going to do righty-tighty to tighten the screw, and we are good to go. That is closed up in there all the way. Let's go ahead and start cutting the left lens. Flip that over to L. Put the lens into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby. Because again, I don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Hit the green arrow, which is started in every language. The door closes like before. The clamp shuts like before. And just like before, the repeat, the remix, it's going to be traced again by the two white styluses. Making sure it's large enough to fit into the frame, and then figuring out where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you have none in this frame. Where'd my flashlight go? Come on, flashlight. There we go. You got no edge thickness whatsoever, only a banging frame. So let's go ahead and pop this off. Pull the sticker off. Dry that off with my hand-approved drying technique. Take the sticker, apply it to my grind record, showing everyone all the work that I have done. This is a symbolic reminder of me of all the accomplishments I've done, 2 at a time for a pair for every pair of lenses made. I'm going to come down here, put the lens in, spin it back to 180, put it in above that black dot, which is going to be right there in front of your eye. Read the power, and I am getting 0, which we in the industry call Plano, which you in Carrollton, Texas call Plano a city. But your prescription is Plano -1 at 180. So Plano literally means no power. You need no magnification or minification in your right eye. But you have 4 steps of astigmatism correction, because the unit of measurement we use is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R, starting at 0 and going up in quarter increments from there, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, 1 1/4, 150 for your left eye. So let me turn this off so I don't get distracted. So there's a stigma over the word astigmatism. It just means shape. It's like saying someone has straight hair, someone else has curly hair. That is it. It is not a disease. It is not an affliction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. So think of it as the fine-tune knob, and we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 180. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. So we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to make everything nice and crisp at the 180 meridian. Now for your left eye, you have 1 step of nearsighted correction. You are far-sighted in your left eye. That means you can see far away great, but you need just the smallest amount of correction to see up close better. But you need an additional 6 steps of astigmatism correction. I'm going to turn that knob to 005, but let's check for the astigmatism correction in the right eye. So we go to -1. We check that power, and we're getting come on, flashlight, come on, there we go, -1. Essentially you have 2 curves on your eye, a spherical curve this way and a second curve this way, which is the -1. This is Plano, this is -1, and it's how we line up those 2 curves to make everything nice and crisp. And we turn that knob to 180. So this last number could be anywhere from 0 to 180. These first 2 numbers are real values to be concerned with. Now you're actually only 5 degrees apart. 180, 0 is here. Of course, 0 and 180 are the same number. For this illustration, we're going to turn that fine-tune knob on your left eye to 5. We're just going to break that 180 meridian. So we are good to go there. Grindfather, you have the coolest pair of glasses at R.L. Turner. Is that right? Hang on. I'm cleaning up my mess. R.L. Turner High School in Carrollton, Texas. Man, no one when I went to high school had glasses this nice. No one when I went to high school had even Versace's. All right, Grindfather. This time I want you to open the door with your mind. Hey, good day. Good job. First day on the job and you're already doing it right. So let me go ahead and dry this lens off. Run my thumbnail around the edge to make sure there's no optical sawdust left anywhere on there. Come down over here again, lefty-loosey. I always like to do it about halfway. I do not take the screw out. I like to keep it in there, and I also like to work with the screw head this way so it can't fall out this way, even if I got it too close to the edge. Turn the lens frame over, I tuck the lens in at the outside corner first, and then using my thumbs I always push down at the nose, make sure everything is lined up perfectly, and it is. And then I'm a little bit of righty-tighty, and we are in there good to go. Let's go ahead and take this block off, dry it off with my hand, keep working on my hustle and grind memento. We're going to come down here and measure, read the power off your left lens. We're going to spin the fine-tune knob back to 5, put it in above that dot, and we are reading +1/4, 1 tick mark away from 0, the smallest amount of correction you need. But you have opposite signs here, so you're starting out at +1/4, and we're going to subtract 150 from +1/4. So if all goes well, we end up at -1 1/4. Now, I couldn't have done a better job if I'd done all the work myself. So your pupillary distance is 70. I'm going to turn the card around, place the PD stick against my thumb on your right lens, and when we hold it up on the left lens, we're getting 70 millimeters. So that is cut perfectly. Now, this is the portion every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that there's free shipping anywhere in the U.S., and Carrollton, Texas is still in the U.S. But when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side could sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But just stop by any local place, like where you had your doctor's appointment for your eye exam, and just tell them if it's too loose or too tight or high on one side. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses perfectly. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. And when I say wobble, I'm part of that 90%. When I take mine off and I press down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. And again, today I'm wearing the Ray-Ban 2132 New Wayfarer. These are sunglasses that I mounted my prescription lenses in. It's blue and crystal to match my blue and, well, crystal shirt that I'm rocking today. I always got to accessorize. Flip this over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. So that is it. That's what they look like with the clear lenses. Now, if you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more really nice frames with lenses being cut for them. Or you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com. You can follow me on Twitter at freerxlenses. If you have a question or a comment, you can reach me at freeprescriptionlenses.com on the Contact Me page, or you can email me directly at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Or better yet, I'm asking everyone to leave a question or comment in the comment section below, because other people can benefit from your inquisitive nature. You may ask a question that someone else didn't think of and could benefit from that, so please do. So, Grind Father, Alexis. And just so you know, I'm stealing that name. I'm the Hustle and Grind Father from now on. But the Grind Father at R.L. Turner High School in Carrollton, Texas. I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut prescription lenses with anti-glare for your Versace 2150Q in color 1002 in the 62 eye size. This frame sells for $280, and of course no charge for the lenses. Hang on, see a dot on there I want to clean off. Of course, you get a free pair of prescription lenses with the purchase of any frame, and you pay the upgrade to have the anti-glare coating. So I hope you enjoyed, and everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to Versace and to eyeglasses. Thank you for watching.